What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today we'll talk about a little business here. How to price your artwork. Hmm. That's a tough one. I've always had an issue with that. I've always had like a I've always been hesitant about when it comes to exactly what to price your artwork as. Like what should you sell your artwork for? And the problem I mainly had was what exactly what exactly do you what kind of number do you put on it? Like how do you go about it? Is there like a system? Is there like cuz if there's a system that I can master, there's certain rules and stuff I can master, then I can better operate. But if there's like no system, if I just gotta make it up as I go, it's like freestyling a number in my head. Okay, well this is 200 or this is 50. I'm gonna have a little issue with that. So I was always trying to figure out like what do you how do you price something? What number do you give out? You know, and there's always been two problems. One, I didn't know what number to give out because I didn't know if the person who said they wanted it would still want it once I told them a number that I wanted. Excuse me. And two, like I said, the system. I didn't know if there was like a way to systematically price these things. Right. So I'm gonna start with the last one first. The customer. When it comes to pricing your artwork and you telling the person when the customer asks, well, how much do you want for it? When they leave it up to you, I've learned a couple of things. I learned that one, you have to be confident in your work. You have to be confident enough to tell the potential customer a number, and you have to stick with it. Okay, you have to say, okay, this work is. First, let's clear this up. If you want to be honest with yourself, you will never get paid what you're actually worth. Let's be real about that. Your artwork came from a special place within you that you can't put a price on. Therefore, there is no number that you can give that really will be worth what you give out from out of your soul. Okay? What you can do is negotiate within yourself what you're willing to part with it for. So you'll never get what you're worth, but you will get what you negotiate. Okay? I've learned that from Brother Polite. Thank you very much for that quote. You will never get paid what you're worth. You'll get paid what you negotiate. Okay? And with that being said, that is an internal conversation. Okay? That's a conversation you have to have within yourself to say, okay, this I put a lot of work into this, and I'm willing to sell it for this much. If I was the customer and I saw this hanging up somewhere, if I saw this sculpture somewhere, and I see the price, like what would I pay for it? I would ask my question. Ask the question as an artist. I would say, okay, if I saw this artwork that I made, if I saw my own artwork, what would I pay for it? What would I actually pay for it? Looking at the detail, looking at the materials, looking at the subject matter, etc., etc. What would I pay for it? Okay, take my friend of mine. What would I pay for it? Okay, is it worth this? Do I think it's worth this? Do I think it's worth less? Do I think it's worth more? Actually, I've seen artwork that I believe actually I was surprised at the number. I thought the number should have been higher. I've seen artwork I say, you know what? Nah, this number should be higher. I would pay I would pay higher to be honest with you because this artwork looks that good. I think the person actually underpaid himself or underbid himself. I would pay more. I've seen work that I thought they got a high number. In my opinion, was high. I said, you know what? I don't know if I pay that much. I may pay like $100 less, but I don't know about that much. But it's all subjective. It all depends on the artist. If that person think that they want to get paid more for it, it's their right to think so. That person think they should get paid this, but I think they should get paid more. It's that artist's right to think so. Okay. Now, the system. How do I have a system that I use when I'm pricing my work? For a long time I didn't. For a long time I didn't know how to go about it. But I learned this a while ago from someone very important to me. And he said, you know, what you could do is, because he uses it, he's a photographer and a graphic designer, so he uses this technique, he uses this method also. What he would say is, you take all the materials that you used, okay, and you price those. How much did it cost for all the materials that you have and that you're using, okay? And then you multiply that by 10, okay? The 10, the times 10 comes from the time, okay, the detail, the expertise, so if you want to call it expertise, like, if you're a sculptor, the expertise that you have in it. It could be the it just be the skill itself. If your skill set is at a certain point, and you know it's at a certain point, and the customer knows at a certain point, all that goes into that times 10. It also can be going to the place to get the materials. That costs money. It costs gas money. And like any business, when you spend money, the objective is to get that money of which you spent back, also making a profit. Okay? So it will be well, the money you spent in the acquiring of these materials. Would it be gas? Would it be the materials themselves? Food, not so much. I ain't gonna say food, but like transportation in the pursuit of getting the materials and buying all the materials. Okay, how big or how small, if it is pertaining to the actual piece in which you are creating, that is a part of the bill. Okay? And all that, all that what you spent, and you take that number that you spent, and you multiply that by 10. By 10, like I said, goes for the work, the expertise, and the time it takes to make this. Okay? Yeah, especially if the person gave you a deadline and you finish the work before the deadline, that's actually a good thing on you because it shows that you work well, plus your expertise. That's what I always do. If I know if someone asks me to do something that's going to take me literally 30 minutes to do, and they say, okay, well, let me know by tomorrow. All right. In my mind, I already know what they're asking me can be done in 30 minutes. I'm not going to tell them that though, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like I normally do. I'm gonna do a couple of them so to see what they like, and I'm gonna do it within that same day. You say, man, that was fast. How many did you do? About 5 of them. Damn, you did 5 of them in that shit? Yeah. Man, I should have paid you more. Well, we can negotiate. Okay? So that's my system. The total amount that you paid multiplied by 10. That's my method. And it has worked for me. It worked. And what I also do is, if you this is some a hint for y'all. If you're gonna do artwork for somebody, what I would do is get a contract made stipulating that you want half of the money paid for the work up front. Okay? Whatever price is negotiated and is agreed upon, make sure you get in writing or some form of contract where you can see that there's some timestamps going on. Okay? Like a text message, text messages are timestamped. Okay? Or a contract. Okay? Or recorded. These days are timestamped. Get half of the money that was agreed upon up front in the beginning. Okay? then when the job is done, you get the second half of your payment. That way, if the person reneges on the agreement, you still get paid. Now, if the person don't want to do that, then just see you later. Business is over. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Okay. But you're gonna make sure you get compensated for the time it takes in the beginning and in the end. Okay. It's just a business of how to price your artwork, how to sell your artwork, how to do business with your artwork. Okay. All right. Peace.